Hey guys, I'm back for another flight recap. Today we're going to be flying a Cessna 172 out of N38 Wellsboro Johnston. If you guys haven't already figured it out, I love to fly out of Wellsboro Johnston. It's the closest airport to me. Let's get started. Today's flight was supposed to be just a nice little scenic flight. I was gonna fly up around, up over here, and then do a loop down around and come back and land at N38 again. No big deal. Well, things didn't work out that way, but you'll see. So we were still climbing, 96 knots, 2,400 feet. Then for some reason I completely stalled it out. I don't know what I was trying to do there. I really don't. But we recovered the stall with no problem. Continued flying about 3,000 feet, about 3,500 feet. Then we got up to 4,000. And then was it right here? No, we're still good here. Okay, so right about here, and you can see over here on the left, right there, autopilot was disengaged. You can also see it by the giant dive that I made as I tried to figure out exactly where my phone was calibrated for. Anyway, that autopilot disengaged was due to an engine failure. The second I got the engine failure, I disengaged the autopilot, took full control of the plane, and looked for my best option as far as landing, which there was none. As you can see, I'm right here, a little southwest of N38. I'm northwest of 18 PA, and I really thought about going to 18 PA, but I didn't have the ability to make that turn. I mean, in the game, yeah, I probably could have made like a super sharp turn and got in there and lined up, but I try to do it at least mostly realistic, and realistically the bank angle just would have been way too much. Not to mention the fact that if I had turned that steeply with the engine failure already, I would have lost so much lift that I probably would have stalled out immediately and started dropping out. So instead I looked around at all these wonderful mountains that make it impossible to do an emergency landing. Luckily most of them were behind me, but you can see just the ravines and the gullies and the divots made it really difficult. But I saw this nice little area up here. It's still a little bumpy. You can still see to the right there a ravine. You can still see over here it drops off. But overall, it seemed like the best bet, so I went for it. At 3,000 feet, there was just no way, 3,000 feet and 80 knots, that I was going to make it anywhere else. I wanted to, I really did. I wanted to try for 18 PA, I just knew it wouldn't be realistic. So I went for it. and I'll skip a little bit. I glided down. It's really difficult because of the poor scenery, which I say poor, you know, relatively it's not poor, but for a flight simulator it's poor. Because of the scenery, it made it very difficult. I had to find exactly where it was flat, and as you can see, some of the divots are really hard to tell that it's actually a divot or if it's flat. But we came down and touchdown. So, you know, it ended up being pretty flat. There was a little bit of a hill right in front of me. No big deal. Nothing major. But I was able to come to a complete stop and land the plane safely, even with the engine failure. And with that being said, that will be all for this flight recap. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.